Hello and welcome. I'm Zilla. This is my Twitch channel where I am playing Okami on my ancient gaming stream. What I do here every weekend is I play games with ancient studies content and I talk about it. So this is part 19, if you can believe it, of our Okami playthrough. We are a little over halfway through this game. We've just entered the city checkpoint. If you are new here and you would like to get started from the beginning, you can always go catch up. All of my socials are down at the bottom of the frame. You can watch all of my playthroughs, not just of Okami, but of all of my ancient gaming streams and all of my other content on my YouTube channel, Zilla's Athenaeum. You can follow me on my socials or join my Patreon. I do talk about my schedule when things are upcoming. I will alert you when there's a stream ready. Usually I do stream every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I did want to mention, I am planning to stream next week. The 2 weekends after that I might not be able to, so just so you're aware, if you're an avid follower, those might be a little delayed. So, Okami is a game about Japanese mythology, Japanese folklore. We are playing as the punny title character, Okami, the great god Amaterasu, in Okami wolf form. We are accompanied by the Japanese version of Tom Thumb, a little Isun, who is a very annoying guy, but still somehow kind of charming in that little asshole-ish way. Who speaks, because we are not actually capable of human speech, we are, in fact, a wolf with a magic rosary. We can fight other people, we can fight demons, and we can, interact with the world. And most people just see us as a white wolf, albeit rather tame. We also have magical brushstroke powers, which is the coolest part of this game, and why it was originally released for the Wii. So you could use the Wiimote as a brush, and that is very fun, let me tell you. I'm now going to get into the spoilers, so if you are heading out to go seek the other playthrough videos, or to go play the game yourself, now is the time. And, hey, if you are here, feel free to say hello in chat. I'd love to hear from you. So, to catch us up to where we are in the game, if you're joining us new, or if you have missed a few sessions, we have defeated the mighty demon, 8-headed serpent demon Orochi, with the help of the descendant of the great Nagi, and also the much more helpful sake brewed by the maiden Kushi. But at his death, several spirits split off and went to other parts of the land. And we are headed into the capital, Seiankyo. Not Heiankyo, as you might expect if you know Japanese history, but Seiankyo, a peaceful capital. But unfortunately, the city is closed. The drawbridge is up due to illness, or at least that's the rumor. These guards, not sure entirely what they're doing. We'll find out. The dreadful news is that Queen Himiko, yes, you heard that right, Queen Himiko of Seiankyo, of Nippon, of Japan, is either ill or is worried enough about the illness to have closed down the city. So, I did not notice that withered tree last time. Is there anything else around here I can play with? It doesn't really look like it. Already said hello to these birds. So let's go talk to these guards and find out what the deal is. So what's on this sign? It's the big drawbridge. Really? Who knows? So these guards are archers. You can see they have both bows and katana. So that is a fairly traditional style of Japanese longbow that they have there. I want to see if we can actually see how they're shooting. Okay, so you see how the guy's hand remained fisted when he pulls that back? So in Western archery, what you'd expect to see here is drawing like that with your two forefingers holding. Oh, he's eating an apple. I didn't expect that. Idle animations. Who knew? But so Japanese archery traditionally is done with the thumb and forefinger, either like this or like this, depending on the style. So that is pretty nice. We've got these interesting style of quiver on their back, where it's fanned out almost like a phoenix tail to match these phoenix statues that are burning as torches into the night. One thing I find really interesting about this guy is, so he's asleep on the job, but you notice that little like snot bubble coming in and out of his nose. That is a very characteristically Japanese way of portraying somebody being asleep, right? You wouldn't see that in a normal Western depiction. So about their clothing, so they've got warrior garb on. So a kimono top, but with it belted and some archery pants essentially on underneath. And then they have, can you see them? They have these little bamboo shin guards, like greaves, that are tied around their legs. Alright. Oh, and they also have warrior top knots. So they are high ranking. They're probably samurai class, because otherwise you can't wear a sword. I don't immediately remember what that kanji on their clothing is. It's probably something to do with seiankyo or guarding. This soldier also kind of looks, probably on purpose, a little bit pig-like. Pigs are thought of as very cute. They are very cute. Seiankyo. No one is allowed into the city right now. It's an absolute order from Queen Himiko. So if you watched our last part of the playthrough last time, Himiko was a pretty startling name. Queen Himiko is a figure of Japanese legend. Although she is also possibly a figure of history. We do have writing from China that mentions a treaty with Queen Himiko, and treats her as a powerful and feared ruler. Himiko shows up in a number of other games that include Japanese mythology and folklore. She ruled the land in a time that's lost to history, more or less. We're not entirely sure when it's meant to be. That's totally fine. We're not entirely sure what constituted her land. It's called Yamatai. We'd expect Yamato, which is another name for Japan sometimes. But it is called Yamatai. So we think largely roughly the same people, and possibly more or less the same area as Japan, although the area that is known as Japan is, like all nation states, somewhat fluid, we'll call it. If you don't know what I mean, please look into the history of Okinawa. Himiko has a lot of legends about her. Oh, I was going to mention the other games. So last time I mentioned that I had recently played the 2013 Tomb Raider, which is which uses Himiko's story as a sort of supernatural basis. Himiko is like an evil weather spirit of sorts, who wants to be reborn into the world. And here we just have her as the queen of the capital city, the queen of Nippon. The word queen, also often translated as empress. I mean, really, titles vary drastically in what they mean, but she is here pictured as the ruler of the land. Um, she also comes up in other stories, sometimes even associated with Orochi. I've had my good friend Dan on before. He likes to play retro games, and he was recently playing. Was it Dragon Quest III? I want to say yes, where you face a Queen Himiko or Pimiko, I think, in that game, who turns out to be Orochi, uh, menacing the city for her own benefit. So all kinds of fun stuff there. So we're talking about the phoenix statues. They burned with the sacred flames that drove evil away, but they'd been out until recently, and the sacred flames should never go out. Maybe the rumor is true. Have I heard that rumor? How am I gonna indicate to him? Just shaking my head? The huge cursed zone happens so close to the big day. The Kamiki Festival. Okay, so that's referring to the earlier part of the game where the land was clouded by a curse that we went around trying to lift. The Kamiki Festival commemorating the defeat of Orochi 100 years ago. Now he is not just defeated, but dead, as we did right before the Kamiki Festival went off. Okay, so you haven't heard the rumor that I started spreading. Terrible. Oops, wrong button. Cursed zone is gone, peace is returned, the sacred flames have returned to the phoenix statues. That was what happened when we freed the phoenix spirit. Yes, I've heard that rumor now. Okay. So now maybe let's find out why this guy, Yoichi. Yoichi, that's a name. So, alas, a fairly common name, but pulled to mind for me was actually Zatoichi, a legendary samurai. So we have a guard who's actually trying to do his job. You know, I'm starting to wonder if those are real katana or if those are just bokken, which are wooden practice swords that are constructed to look and feel like katana, but they are just a block of wood with a little guard. Greatest archer among all the city guards. So apparently Yoichi is something of a character. He's very friendly. So, apparently his bow is the most powerful bow in all the land. I don't know why it's called Golden Fire. Aha! So he is not actually shooting at the city, but he is practicing. Oh, thank you. So why is that all lit up? Yes, yes. It is daytime. Could see a peach blossom from over there, but... Oh, there's a down. Or something. Oh, I can see a peach blossom here. Alright, so I can get over there. But there's a down that I have not been to yet, so let's go find out what's down here. There's more down, but I want to see what's back here. Ah, and good thing I did, because here is a scroll. Let's find out what it says. Oh, we've got tons of new stuff. So, new to the capital. That's just telling us where to look. Travel guide, mother tree. So this is just telling us about Konohana, the great tree in Kamiki Village, which we have been interacting with the spirit of throughout the game. So, it protects Nippon. Some say the tree was born when it sprouted from a dead god. Ooh, that's news. Others speculate it was transplanted from a faraway land. Its existence is more than can be sketched. And we have something new in the animal tome. What have we got? Foxes! Oh, look how cute they are. We've almost found all the types of critter in the land. That's nice. I do appreciate more critters. Alright, so what is further down this way? There's a whole area over here I hadn't noticed. There's a boat. I don't know. There's an evil demon scroll. We don't have to interact with that right now. Oh, piggies! Let's feed the piggies. Piggies like herbs? Seeds? Yeah. Look at those little striped piggies. So cute! That results in XP for us. Alright, so... there's something on fire over there. Chest. Oh, we found another of those stray beads. Eventually we'll find them all. There's another boat. Oh, this area is much bigger than I expected. Oh! Tanuki! Let's feed some tanuki. Look how cute they are. Little shapeshifter dudes. That looks like a buried chest. Alright. Anything else over this way? Doesn't look like it. What else have we got? Looks like we're coming up on the end, but you never know with these load distances. Aha! Bet that's a clover. It was pointed out to me that the studio that made this game is actually called Clover, so that explains that. Okay. So that seems like it for this little detour down to the riverbank. I'm sure we could partially cross, but I bet those sticks out there are boundary markers, and we won't be able to go past them. What else have we got that way? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that's the only area of river we could get to, and there's no real point in doing so. Not when we can just vine ourselves across. So, where was that peach blossom I saw? There it is. Oh, we're nowhere near close enough. So, how close can we get? It does feel like we are meant to do something with that arrow. Doesn't look like we could get onto any of those. Maybe that one? I don't know how we'd get up it though. Let's go see if we can talk to our archer friend about getting across on his arrow. Examine? Oh, you know, I bet what we do is we light one of his arrows on fire. Where'd his arrow go? Sometimes the camera in this game is not intuitive. There we go. Into the cannon, and boom goes the cannon. Oof. That's a little more chaos than I expected. Yikes. Let's hope no one was in there. I don't know why he drops apples. I feel like I'm missing something there. Hey chat, if you know what these apples are a reference to. Okay, drawbridge is down. So let's go see if these folks are any happier. Okay, so the rumor about the sickness. Yeah, I really hope no one was in those buildings, but I do need to get to that, oh. That's the peach blossom? I wonder why. Let's see. That'll take us up, and then we gotta find another one while we're up here. Or there's no point in having done it. I don't know. I don't see another. Maybe it's just to get us up here in the first place. Into the city we head. Let's explore the destruction we caused first. Oh, that's no good. Little cursed zone. Let's clear the landscape some. Another cursed zone. Well, that's not good news. Oh, that wasn't enough. There, how about that? Goodness. Why are you not taking? There we go. This much cursed stuff altogether does not bode well. Maybe that's why the whole project exploded. Ooh. Looks like there are some friends to be found around here. Horses. Hello, horsies. Alright. So I think something is buried here. Another stray bean. Alright, what else we got? This newly restored area. Possibly nothing much. Yeah, looks like it's time to look at the other side. Of course, different animals are out in day and night, so we may miss something. Here's the drawbridge gate. Utterly destroyed. Another cursed zone. It's not great news that there are so many cursed zones. Or maybe the sickness inside of the city is from this curse. Or causing this curse. Who knows? Okay. Another one. Not enough. I never know with these, like, fill it in, whether that, what exactly is the requirement. Not been able to figure it out. Okay, so we've restored both of them. Looks like there is something for us to dig up here. So, anything else in this little restored area? At least not at night. Looks like we are all set for this. So, into the city we go. If I can remember which direction that is. Alright, so we're going into the big city, the capital of Nippon, Seiyangyo. We were stuck in the boonies for 100 years. I mean, it's not like we were awake. Isun being a little gross again. He does that. Oh. So, this is not directly into the city. This is the Ryoshima coast. I didn't realize that the coast was before the city. I thought we were heading straight into the city, but okay. We have been told that the Ryoshima coast is one of the places that is very cursed, and here it does appear to be true. We've got a completely different kind of flora here. These are very different trees than we've been seeing. Not 100% sure. So that sign says Seiyangyo. What does that one say? Ankoku Temple. Ankoku. So, Ankoku is definitely a name to conjure with. It can mean a place of darkness or very dark black, but that's not what these kanji are. And Ankokuji, also different kanji, is often translated as a temple for national pacification. A sort of so like those are a Buddhist standby. Um, um, but the kanji they're using here, very strange. I am going to have to look those up. Come on. Uh-oh. My computer's taking a minute. Okay, so... Uh-oh. So this is the an that means sweet red bean paste, which is pretty funny. And then what is this other kanji? So it means like time or hour. Oh, that's very funny. So this is a triple pun, based on various readings of the kanji. So if somebody heard just ankoku, they would assume that you mean like deep darkness, like the depths of hell kind of darkness, or maybe like Vanta Black. Ankoku-ji, meaning Ankoku Temple, with different kanji, has a very specific meaning as a Buddhist temple of tranquility and a site of purification. But this Ankoku is written with kanji that mean it's time for sweet red beans, which I love. I love it. I want some. But yes, so this one is Seankyo. So, peacetime capital is more or less the translation there. So, let's go ahead and give it a save. Since we've gotten through the city checkpoint. No. Buttons. Okay, so we can't go further this way without getting into the cursed zone, which will sap our health. There is a strange tower down there with a little cat statue we've seen several times. We've got a hell gate, graveyard with these little hovering fires probably indicate that there are ghosts here. A very old graveyard. Huh, I wonder if we can still see the ghosts during the daytime. We cannot. This tori, this gate, anyway, does say Ankoku in the same kanji that they used for Ankokuji here. So that will be the way into the temple proper. We've got these willow trees with their very characteristic, or they might actually be weeping sakura trees now that I think about it. What does this say? Do not ring the bell without reason. Don't mess with the bell. I could mess with the bell. But hey, what happened to the curse gate? I was gonna go in there. Where did that go? Could we only see that at night? What? What just happened? That appears to be a glitch. But I did think there was a curse gate. Huh. Well, maybe we just need to make it night so we can see the curse gate. Oh, it wasn't. It was just the fires from the graveyard. My mistake. Okay, so we head this way along a path we can actually get. And... ah, a new type of enemy. I don't remember this one. Looks like they're still in our monkey type. Well, we got him. Are there others? No. Apparently I did not do that very quickly. It felt quick. Let's check our bestiary. The Headless Guardian. So, a statue that has been desecrated of its head, possessed by the spirit of a rapscallion? Alright. Searching for his head at night, he may knock on your door. Give me back my head, or I will take yours instead. A common type of boogeyman across cultures. I wonder what the Japanese name for that is. Yeah, so if you knock the head of a Buddha statue off, I'm not finding it immediately, but I suspect that this is something that you can find plenty of evidence for in Japanese folklore. There are lots of stories throughout cultures of various types of mutilated monsters who go searching for their missing body parts. There's a horror story I was just reminded of called Tailipo about a very strange creature who comes haunting a an old man and his dog in the night, and the old man, who is starving, manages to cut off the tail and has it for dinner, and then the Tailipo comes back looking for its Tailipo. You know, that kind of thing. But, this is one of those sort of cultural moments of do not mess with the guardian statues, or they will turn evil. So there's a cave here, but it is blocked by a cursed zone. So our only option is to proceed this way. There's something here, blocked by a cursed zone. Down the path we go. Aha! Something we can do something about. So there is a big barrel, a sake barrel, that we can fill with water. I don't know why we want to fill a sake barrel with water, but that seems to be what they're asking us to do. We can go up here. Ah, looks like we can fill this little lake. We got a dry lake bed. And there's more up. Oh, there's another dry lake bed up here. So, a little series of ponds. And at the top, oh, I think this is a dead guardian sapling. It's been denied all of its water. So, that explains what we're doing here. I wish they didn't keep moving the camera on me, because it keeps disorienting me. I don't know which way I'm going. Right. And that's the wall. Okay, so I don't know why we're filling the sake jug, but why not? Okay, we filled that spring. Yes, yes. Day, night, who cares? Not relevant to us. Not right now. Alright. Gotta get to some point where we can see both of them. And revive this little series of lake beds. There we go. And because flora definitely works this way, Guardian Sapling is instantly revived. I mean, it is. It is divine magic, so it can do that if you want. here we are at the divine sapling. Let's have a bloom, shall we? Let us uncurse this coast. It is beautiful, isn't it? There's a lot to love here. Oh. New trees. Pier. A shipwreck. Fascinating. Oh, you notice out those rocks, they have a huge rope with Shinto paper hanging off it. So those are often considered important or holy places where spirits congregate. So, the ship is new. Excuse me, I have birds to feed. Isun. Oops. I didn't want to go into the water. I want to go around the water. Doesn't look like there's anything up here, particularly. But which way was... Okay, I think this was back. Okay. So it's uncursed. Can only kind of see what's happening around here. Still don't know what to do with those rocks. Whole area of lakes is a little disorienting. Okay, wait. So what happened to the way we got in here? What happened to the sake barrel? Aya. Yes, we did blow open a door, but I guess that got repaired, so we have to go out a different way. I do like the music here a lot. There. Back on the path we were on, right? Oh, this is where we came in. Sure. Oop, more critters to feed. It looked like horses. Could have been cows. Oh, it's cows. Very dark cows. Not common on mainland Japan. But I would guess that we have a new entry in our animal tome. Cow! Okay. Was there something behind these cows? There was. Oh, I don't know if I can dig in here yet. No, not yet. Red. Okay, we can go in this cave now. Ooh, is that a bat? I wonder if we can feed the bats. Hello, Biscuit Mama. Oh, fortune teller's house. Sure. Let's have a new fortune. Oh, I guess I hit the wrong button. But wait. I'm very confused. I don't want to be here. What? Why am I back in Agata Forest? It will say in the journal. Oh, yes. A large, prosperous city has lost its water. A sharpened blaze must be raised from the water around the city. A new path will open before your eyes. Thank you, Biscuit Mama. Okay, so I came in from... Aha, this way. So Madame Fawn is accessible as a teleportation area. So let's see. What? Okay, we can see some stuff there. Until I have a way of getting up that tower, there's no real point in going that way. So... Ah! There are people now. This guy has a wheel painted on his back. He's a fisherman. Such a shame that the ship stranded on those rocks. So close to the port, but then it was attacked by a water dragon. Okay, that's new. Well, let's continue listening, I suppose. You don't know about the water dragon? Huge dragon god rampaging about the seas. It's supposed to be god of the sea, keeping peace in the ocean. One day it just went crazy and started attacking people. All the... Okay, so Queen Himiko has been dealing with an upset water god of some kind. Ah, okay. So... So here is a fascinating aside. So Isun Boshi, the original story of our Isun, is associated with finding Uchida no Kozuchi, the Mallet of Luck, which he got from defeating an Oni, a big ogre demon. So in older stories, it appears that this was simply a wish-granting mallet, but there's also definitely stories, even before this game, of it turning Isun Boshi normal size so he could marry a princess. This will give us access to a whole village of Isun-sized people. Yeah, Biscuit Mama. Haven't heard of the water dragon. Ami was sleeping for 100 years and Isun was robe diving. Oof. So, our fishermen in really the bare minimum of possible covering. Just a rope with a bit around with a seashell in front of his junk. Oh, foxes! Hello, let us feed some foxes. Oops. Gotta love the foxes. Hello, little shape changers. Okay, so we've got clover to dig up. Can we get up here? You want to climb this tower? Yes. Yes, I was thinking that. There's a double jump power. Of course there's a double jump power. So we could try to get out there. It looks like there's a huge moon symbol both on this platform and down in the sea underneath the shipwreck. What else have we got? Oh, a dojo. Yeah. We should get to that at some point. First we gotta feed the bunnies. Absolutely necessary. And imperative. Oh, a merchant. I do not. It's a mysterious disease. Sure, let's take a look at your wares. Do you have anything that I want? I've still got plenty of everything I usually get. And yeah, I think that'll do for now. Let's see if there's anything along this coastline. Ooh, monkeys! Oops. Oh, what do they like? They like seeds. Can't tell if that's just a weird texture, if there's something buried. Ah. Well. You've certainly got plenty of these rocks to break once we find out how. Aw, the monkeys are sleeping. Look at their little butts. Got no particular reason to stick around and fight monsters. Oh, but there are these cursed zones down here. Let's see if we can get rid of those. I don't think that took. Oh, a sleeping piggo. Alright, what else have we got? There's another little cursed zone here. Good, that was enough. Oh, and a different sleeping piggo. Not a wild pig, but a domestic pig. There's some guy. Hello, some guy. Oh, an animal lover. You've got a very prominent chin, Mr. Animal Lover. Inaba. I don't know. What kind of pet is Inaba? Oop, looks like we're gonna have to fight something. Ooh. Oof. Missed. Ouch. Okay, can I get you now? No? I don't remember what I need to do. Get these guys to go away. Can I just hit you until you die? Yeah, alright. Have we faced a lightning wheel before? I don't remember. I know we faced the ice wheel and the fire wheel. Ah, but the thunder eel. Old saying, good medicine often leaves a bitter taste. Hi, Osmogale. So, advice is for our own good. Da, 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 da. Spirits who cannot take advice are bound to the wheels. Okay, so I can... My instinct to get them with wind was in fact correct. Ooh, what's that? Giant clam. Let's get out of the water before we actually get hurt. Ooh, there's something down there. Dig it up. A crystal. Not terribly interesting, but it's ours now. Alright, what else have we got? We've got a monster down this pier. Probably gonna have to fight. Ah, one of these guys. Will you do something? There you go. Be gone. Anything down this pier other than more monsters? Yes. A dragonfly bead. And a kitty! Oh, the best! Time to feed the cat. It wants fish. Kitties are allowed to be picky because they're the best. I say this with a cat asleep on my leg. Have we met kitties before this game? We have not. Cute felines. Aww. Known for their crying. Meow. Japanese cats sound like nya or mya. I always thought that was really cute. Okay. Look at the sleepy kitties. Oh, yes. Alright, if we must. Bye, little pot monster. Sometimes it's just worth smashing. Nothing tricky, just let's go. Okay. So what is up this way? This looks like it might be the city itself. Oh, so it's a big old crane demon. It looks like it has a woman's hair in front of its face. So we can't hit it. Oops. Ah, it's doing the crane demon thing. Man, my timing sucks. Those of you who are familiar with the imagery from The Ring will notice that hair in front of the face as a signifier of a ghost. So this is not our average crane demon. Boy, this fight is annoying. At last we've got her. Did not do very well that time. But that says to me that this is probably the city up here. So yeah, Heiankyo and left to northern Yoshima coast. So you don't want to leave Yoshima coast yet. So we're not going to take either of those paths just now. But we do have some clearing up we can do. Oh, another of these? 2 of them. Wow. Where to go? So there. Where did they go? Come on, man, I'm busy. Alright. Let's actually use some tools. I don't need 10 units. 3 will do. Looks like we're gonna want to use an Infinity Stone. I am really annoyed at these folks. Alright, so... Alright, I saw it toss... Oh, there it is. It's still right there. These bouncy balls are quite something. Skull toss time, and let's see if I can get you to... Hey. What are you doing? It'd be so much simpler if I could just have one of you. Just got one of you. Now, what are you doing? Throwing bouncy balls at me. Alright, are you gonna throw your skull or not? There we go. And die. Ah, not quite. Oh, that was a new one. Okay. I did horribly at that fight. Sorry about that. But I have restored the area. And there are now bunnies to feed. which is what we always wanted. Alright, so some pots over here. Plenty of stuff back down this way that we have not yet attempted. Okay, we did already feed the pickers. Oh, there's a cursed area I didn't see before. Another little piggy. 3 little piggies. Might have to actually buy more seeds. Okay. Let's actually buy more seeds. Thanks. Okay. So, back up from the beach and towards the Untime Temple. We're not meant to ring the bell, supposedly. Oh, there are some foxes to feed. So, you weren't here before. A monk. You can tell monks by their shaved heads. Hair is considered a gift from the gods and your parents, and you are not supposed to cut it. So cutting it can only be done in times of great shame, like being disowned from your family, or disowning your family, depending on the case, or in renouncing your earthly ties by shaving your head. You are expected to give up the ties to your family along with your hair. This is a fairly typical monk garb, so sort of a sleeved shirt underneath a belted robe with a little casa hat, an umbrella hat to keep off the rain. Very simple, probably reasonably low quality, not bent on worldly goods anymore. So the ancient temple of Red Bean Time is at the top of the hill. Priestess is always busy and never there. Onkoku Temple's head priestess practices monster subduing magic. Oh, that sounds convenient. Oh, goodness. Must we continue to have these absolute bots in our chat? Okay, so if there's any trouble in the city, they call her for help, and there's nothing but trouble in Seon lately. Okay, so that is quite a gate. Up these stairs to Angokuji. And beautiful temple precinct it is. Look at this lovely garden, little zen area. It's misty. Oh, it's got a hidden treasure for us. So this temple might not have anybody inside right now, but let's go take a look. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this. So we have a very sort of classic Japanese temple set up with a Buddha statue in the middle. The sort of gesture of one hand of peace and one hand of offering. It's situated, it's got that sort of halo, that aura that we see. I don't know if we can get any closer to it. Ah, yeah. So that marks it as divine. It's got a bindi indicating that this is the Buddha from India, and some very simple robes, but also a crown to indicate the enlightenment. It is situated on top of a lotus, which is another symbol of enlightenment. And you'll see some bodhisattvas to either side as well, that are not the Buddha, but are likewise figures of enlightenment, figures who have reached enlightenment. And before the Buddha and bodhisattvas, why would you steal a temple offering? It's just rude. But we have sort of meditation space. We have these beautiful, I think they're meant to be statues of lotus flowers and lotus blossoms and lily pads. And then on the ground we have writing implements for practicing calligraphy, presumably. We have what looks like a giant singing bowl. Singing bowl it makes a droning sound, so you strike it once and then move your finger around it to just keep the sound going, and it will just resonate as long as you keep moving your finger. Not entirely sure what this orb is. I can't see it very clearly, but it's on a similar cushion. And there's another scroll between that and the singing bowl. On the wall we have probably copies of the sutras, Buddhist scripture, in Japanese. Though the temple itself is made of wood, all of these sculptures, including the lanterns, are made of metalwork, intricate metalwork, and so we have patterns of fire and flowers on these ones. Incense. These are big bundles of incense sticks stuck into essentially an incense burner. For a temple will basically have sort of a pile of sand or ash that you can stick incense into and light it. There's a specific type of incense that is usually burned in these temples. It's usually sandalwood, but sometimes there's a mix that is particular to a temple. And we're stealing an incense burner from the temple. So, gorgeous Buddhist temple here. But it is, alas, empty. Not even an anpan. Okay, so with that being done, we have pretty well explored this area, I think. And we'll want to get out to that shipwreck and that island at some point, but I think we have hit a good stopping point for the day, so I am going to call it here. Thank you so much for joining me along the way. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Feel free, as always, to catch up on my other parts of this playthrough, or other playthroughs, other content, on my YouTube channel, where I do upload them all. And hey, keep learning, friends.